Learn more about the numerous natural ways to relieve cold and flu using plants or even special baths. Take a look. There are many plants around us that are ignored or their healing power is simply unknown to us, yet when it comes to cold and flu, one of these plants is the marjoram. It makes a great ally. Marjoram can be administered in the form of infusion. One can use 1 to 4 spoonfuls of powdered marjoram for 1 small cup and then leave it covered for about 15-20 minutes. After that, one can drink the liquid with honey. This type of tea should always be drunk hot, if you want to get rid of flu. The thing is, after about 10 or 15 minutes we should start sweating, whereas the sinuses and the superior respiratory airways can decongest. The basil can also have a healing effect when we have to fight flu and such diseases. It is also advisable to drink a cup of basil tea with honey, because it has a quick revitalizing effect on our body and can lively up our spirit, also stopping the flu process in any of its phase, but especially in its debut phase. This tea should also be drunk very hot, by slowly swallowing it and by abstaining from food while drinking it. The tea can be prepared by putting 1-2 blooming basil stems in boiling water and leave to get infused for about 15 minutes, and in case of fever, one could add 1 or 2 spoons of mint at 1 cup of tea. There are some more ancient remedies to help fight this disease. Thus, the horseradish can cure very easily the congested sinuses and the stuffy nose, if we place 2 or 3 spoons of horseradish on our forehead. The horseradish should be kept for 5-30 minutes on our forehead and at the base of our nose. Those with a very sensitive skin should keep the poultice for a shorter period of time, because otherwise there can be serious sensitive inflammations. It is very important to get rid of the stuffy nose manifestation of the flu during the process of treating this disease, because if we can breathe normally, through the nose, we can avoid bronchial and lung complications. There is no equivalent of this ancient cure for the fast treatment of sinusitis. Thus, a 5 days cure using this method twice a day, can get us rid of this disease. Onion decoction can cure coughing and bronchitis. The idea is that you can use 2 whole onions, together with their peel. The onions can be of medium size and they are washed and put to boil in 1 1/2 cups of water for about a quarter of an hour. The decoction must be drunk hot, sweetened or not, on an empty stomach. This tea does not have a very pleasant taste, but it has a very rapid effect and it is an excellent cure for throat and chest aches. Immediately after the first flu symptoms, one could resort to the traditional and efficient method of bathing, feet bathing. With their help, the very debut of a disease can indeed be stopped. The bathing of feet can be done in a progressive manner. Thus, one can start by inserting one's feet into a 1.5 liters basin with warm water, 35°C degrees, then progressively adding hot water until the final temperature of 40°C degrees. The bathing should last about 10-15 minutes and the feet are then being dried with a towel and one should then put on thick socks. This progressive bathing can be done daily, until the illness disappears. Another excellent natural remedy is the pine needles. One could take complete baths with pine needles or pine essence with a water temperature of 18-21°C degrees. This bath should not take longer than 20 minutes. But how do you use the pine needles? Well, the idea is to add about 150 grams of pine needles previously scalded in a bathing little bag on steam baths, or 10 drops of pine oil which can be found in many natural pharmacies. After bathing, it is mandatory to take a little rest in bed, for about an hour. Also it is essential to remember that one must never take a bath on a full stomach. People who are suffering from varicose feet, dilated veins, irritations, skin diseases and heart rhythm dysfunctions should avoid hot baths.